Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Hannah.
Good evening, Mark. Look at that beautiful Trader X merch you have on.
Oh, isn't that awesome? Look at that.
That looks like a nice dry fit fabric.
Oh, it's great for golf. It's great for tennis in the evening or indoors. Not at 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Texas, but it's great for tennis. I can wear it to a family gathering and fit right in. It's the best.
Perhaps while you're making a trade, who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. It's even better for that. I could wear this on the floor, actually.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Cinco de Mayo. If you are enjoying a beverage, good for you. Why the heck not? Mark and I decided to come on a few minutes early, say hello. We're hosting our first ever company-wide meeting. We were talking about this and some things that we're preparing to bring to OptionBet over the next couple months, and we thought, why wouldn't we share this with our members who are a part of the company that this affects? So we're going to run through some projects we have in the works right now, some optimizations that we're making to some current strategies. We're going to talk specifically about Alpha AI, which I'm super excited about. Mark has been working on this for the last 30 days, pretty much relentlessly. So we're going to go over what's changing and why. And to make it worth your time, as always, we have a special surprise for you guys towards the end who showed up with us here tonight. So stick around. Don't leave, because the surprise that we're going to give you, you need a passcode to claim it. And we're going to give you the passcode here tonight. I'm not even going to say the passcode. We're not even going to show it on the screen. I'm just going to put it in the chat so that you guys who are here tonight are the only ones who will get the passcode. Okay? This is a live premium only perk for attending. So feel good about being here already, because we're going to give you a premium perk. Mark, anything you want to run down about the market today for the last few minutes before we get started?
Yeah, I mean, it was quite interesting, and the price action of the last hour is indicative that we're starting to see a little bit of froth here, and retail might be getting a little. Retail traders, not you guys, I mean the retail traders that are TikToking out there are maybe a little frothy, because we saw and this is a trend that you'll see when the TikTok public, as I like to call them, is getting a little overly excited. Big run up from, like, call it 230 into about 325, and then Robinhood comes in and liquidates them, and thus the last 10-15 minutes of the day, we saw the market go from, and this happened this afternoon trade to close when I was trading our Fuse trade. We watched the market go from up 70 at 349 to close the day up 58, and it gave almost all of that away in about a 2-3 minute span around in between 350 and 353. Ended up being a great Fuse trade. Took a little bit, but it ended up being a great Fuse trade. But that was kind of one of the main things that I'm watching today. We're also starting to see, and this kind of relates to Alpha AI. Anybody here noticed? Have you noticed that there's been an increase in random companies making really wild moves? I'm thinking,
what's an example?
Like Avis, which it's
a rental car company.
Ticker symbol CAR. The stock had a run starting on April 4th, going from 150 to over 900, and then right back down.
I need to share this. Screen really quick. Hold on. Let me pull this up, because you guys need to see this if you haven't already. This is insanity. Mark, can you share the screen?
Yeah. Here, let me. Here. Oh, I was gonna.
This is Avis, what Mark was just talking about. Look at that.
Yeah. So this one was actually really interesting. And a group of fund managers figured out that there was not enough liquidity around in this one, and they quietly, under the radar, started allocating into this company and buying more, buying more, and buying more. And then people got wind, the stock exploded. And then,
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
dudes, if you look at, we're going to look at kind of a little tool that we built. And if you look at the tool that we built, it wasn't built in time to start catching the buys, but it was built in time to catch the sales. You can actually see the date. All these guys exited the Avis and left everyone holding the bag. But that
What
is
a freak
indicative.
story.
That is indicative of some of the fun that you're starting to see kind of across the market, where momentum plays are getting a lot of steam. There's just, there are kind of two types of volatility that we'll see in the market. The kind we just had last month, which is an absolute trader's market, and then this kind of volatility that continues to be a trader's market, because it can be so hard to figure out when the blow off the top is. Now, we didn't this is a $300 stock. Even if its bottom, it was in the hundreds. Alpha AI trades $30 and under. But I got with Alpha AI and put together a trade that would have made sense. It was like a riff, if you will. And it was, we set the trade up on the 21st, and the trade was basically in the money by the 23rd. If you got greedy, you got, even on something like that, if you try to get greedy, you ended up holding the bag on it. But you had a nice little period to buy a little fly for $5 and watch that turn into 10. And then watch this thing drop another $200.
Wow. What wild action. We're going to have to break this down a little bit at another time. I really have never seen a chart like that. It's nuts.
It's GameStop. It's GameStop. If GameStop had been $100 when it started instead of $1.
Sure. I mean, this stock still makes some wild moves.
Oh, it does.
We're actually going to talk a little bit about this today, because if you guys don't know what Alpha AI is, it's an AI tool that we launched about a year ago. And its only job is to detect short squeezes before they happen. So the type of price action that makes a stock go from $10 to $65, that's what it's built to track. And you may not know this actually about Mark, but back when Mark was trading on the floor, he loved to trade short squeezes. It was actually Mark's first $1 million trade. So when we first started talking about the excitement around short squeezes, because people generally love them. Who wouldn't want to know a stock that's going to be $10 and go to 60? Everyone raised their hand. That's the hottest ticket in the market. And Mark had a list of criteria that he used to tell himself when a short squeeze was forming. And so we took that criteria and we put it inside of a tool called Alpha AI, which we're going to talk more about tonight, that can basically get a heads up on when short squeezes are forming. So let's get going. It's 7:04. Yeah. It's Cinco de Mayo. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming. There are almost 200 of you here for an event that's not going to have a sales pitch or anything like that. So cheers. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
We're going to give you a lot of goodies tonight. We're also going to do a rundown of new products that are coming to OptionPit, some improvements that we're making to current products. So let's just jump right into it. Can I get a hello? Can I get a heck yeah?
Yeah, who's excited? And we got, like I said, like Hannah said, we've got a really nice present for you guys at the end. Make sure you stick around, because Hannah is going to type in chat. So you have to be looking at the chat. We're not going to say it on air. This is a gift for people that attend live.
Yes.
So stick around to the end and you're going to get this really cool present.
Hi, James. Montana Mike, you're a regular. Mark, Texas. Great to see ya. Debs Trade 1. That's a new username. Hi, Debs.
Hey.
Karen, hello. Ron, Spy Harris, a regular. I love it. Oh, Henry, EP. Welcome, you guys. Hello from Canada. Hi, Nani. Great to see ya. Happy you're here.
I was on Canadian television today, Hannah.
Humble brag.
I was talking about, they wanted me to talk about Shopify, the big, huge Canadian company.
Do you elongate your vowels when you're on Canadian TV?
I always use a lot of Americans don't realize Canadians say Z instead of Z.
Did you do that?
I certainly, I certainly did. I said, because I have a lot of reasons to use Z in my language every day.
As one does, naturally.
Yes. I said, Superman will defeat Lord Zed.
Oh, perfect. I'm sure they loved it.
And no, they corrected me because it's actually Zod. I'm kidding.
Let's talk through some projects in development.
Yes.
So, as you guys know, in the last year, we have been emphasizing here at Option Pit building scanners using AI and some of its processing abilities, organizational abilities, pattern recognition abilities to take the ways that Mark works looking at a trade or Andrew works looking at a trade that is normally in his head and put it inside a tool anyone can use. So a couple of things that we're working on right now are a scanner for Delta Strike, which is going to follow big money flow and actually detect it on its own and populate it for you. So instead of watching Mark use live vol, which is fine, but this is going to give you guys more agency to actually find these opportunities on your own. And we're actually bringing someone in that's going to help teach you guys how to do that. And we'll talk about that more in a minute too. Mark's also adding another layer to Delta Strike that I know he's really excited about, which is an insider scanner, as in Nancy Pelosi insider. You want to talk a little bit about that, Mark? I know you're really excited about that piece that you're going to be adding on.
Yeah, and this is actually what I just alluded to. In that car example, if you were here at the top, we can actually see on this new scanner that I built the directors that were exiting car at the top. Right. It would have been a very, very good signal. Hey, this thing's about to roll over. So right now it's separated into kind of two tabs. Eventually we're going to merge them into one. I have a scanner that basically goes through specific directors at companies and looks for large purchases made by these directors that are outside of some of the tax planning approaches that directors will make or around stock loans. And the second tab is all congressional buys, and I filter through senators, congressmen, what they're trading. Long term, we're going to put these two together.
Right.
And then over the top, we're going to be able to run the Delta Strike scanner that I'm building over the top of it. So imagine merging a senator's buying, a CEO's buying, and an institution is buying all into one signal.
Right. And now you're buying.
Yeah. Do you think you can make money on that trade? If you see somebody buy 10,000 calls, you see Senator Malarkey buy, and you see the CEO, the CFO, or a senior director buying $1 million. Do you think you can make money on that? I'm
going to roll the dice on a yes there. This is one of those things, you guys, where a lot of this information does exist. It is public information. Like a congressman, if they're going to buy a trade, they have to, or if they're going to buy a stock, or if a CEO is going to buy some of their own stock, they have to file official forms. What's difficult about it is actually tracking that. So how do we organize that into a way that I can see it, understand it, actually get the heads up when this form is filed, know if it's a bullish move or a bearish move? A lot of the same things that Mark does inside of Delta Strike, he's just doing that now with insiders that are trading also. So This is an idea we're testing right now. You'll be hearing more about this in the coming months, but I want you guys to get excited about this. I think this is going to be a really cool layer of tracking big money flow. And I mean, to be honest, I personally enjoy tracking. I want to know when these things are happening because I want to make money off of it too. It seems like one of the great unfairnesses of our country that these people who have information are able to make money off of it and no one else can. And I think that's just ridiculous. So a little personal plug, I'm looking forward to having access to that information and knowing when we should do something about it, because I think it's very unfair. It's unfair.
So Trader Xers, look for the beta portfolio for this hitting the Trader X room here in the coming days.
Yes.
So that's very exciting.
100%. That's definitely coming. Project MNS. Do we have any MNSers in the chat? This has quickly become OptionPit's newest and hottest cult, Project MNS, which stands for Money Never Sleeps. We developed this around 60 days ago. I see a couple of those yeses in the chat. I love it. We developed this in reaction to individual equities getting 0DTE options. So Tesla, Microsoft, Apple, iBit are some of our favorites. There's 9 in total that 60 days ago started to release options you can buy today that expire today. We knew that was going to be a really exciting trend. And right out the gate, Leisha was on it and Mark was on it. And they said, I want to trade this. And I said, well, we don't have a proven track record. We don't have an approach. Some of these boundaries we normally give ourselves to ensure the quality of our products, I'm like, they don't exist. And you guys were like, we want to do it anyway. So we did. And a lot of you joined that. It's basically been an inside look into what beta testing a product looks like. A lot of you who are MNS members, in the last week, Leisha has made really one significant adjustment to the MNS approach that has taken her average trade return from 7% to 39%. She has 30 days left of this trial period before that likely turns into its own strategy. So I did want to, Nicole, or if someone's here, if you guys can post the link, there is 30 days left of this beta strategy. If you guys want to join that, I'm just going to post a link in the chat so you guys have it. The MNSers who are here will tell you it's a really exciting approach. And I'll just leave it at this. The one most exciting thing, in my opinion, that Leisha does when she trades these is she's trading 0DTE options, but she's doing it in a 1 DTE fashion. Let me quickly explain what that means. Instead of buying an option today that expires today, she's buying an option today that expires tomorrow. She does this for a couple really smart reasons. It helps you avoid the pattern day trade rule. So if you're someone who has a smaller account, again, that rule is going away in the future. But for right now, it has made it so more people can actually make these trades. And she's able to catch overnight momentum swinging from one afternoon when she purchases into the next day and selling the next morning. So I just posted the link. If that's something you want to check out, please do. That's been a really exciting project.
Hannah, I think you actually laid out a really important point about what we do here that is so different than what happens at other places, in that, you know, and it is really rare that we open up the beta testing process. It's normally done behind scenes, and Hannah is working with the trader and I'm working with the trader behind the scenes to try and get things better and better, and really maximize the return of the portfolio, the consistency of the portfolio, and the deliverability of you know, what we give to you guys. And with just a couple little tweaks, myself, Hannah, Leisha got behind, analyzed the results, and were able to quickly shift and adjust in the beta process to create a product that is going to deliver results. That's why when we do one of these launches, we are so, you know, we feel so good about what we're doing because it's gone through this process behind the scenes of being tested and retested and having to be proven. You know, Hannah, she's not the board of a PhD board, but basically you've got to get through Hannah and myself, you've got to get through before any of these are ever going to see the light of day. And if we're not happy with what we're seeing, we're going to send you back and say, this needs more work. And that's one of the fun things that the M&S people have gotten to kind of witness during this process.
Part of that process is you have to have an approach that sort of removes your egos and is able to objectively look at your trading track record and make an adjustment, an honest adjustment. After 60 days of trading, we looked at the track record. We said, there's one trade here that's really drawing down your portfolio. And it was a Friday trade going into a Monday, so holding over the weekend. The second we omitted that from the strategy, the average return, it went from 7% to 39%. So a lot of it's just paying attention, making that adjustment, communicating that adjustment, and seeing how it continues. So we have 30 days left in that. And then we'll be launching that most likely as a new product here at OptionPit. So I'm really excited for that. We have several other scanners in the queue. We're doing a scanner for the MTI. If you trade with Hans, give a shout out in the chat. The market temperature indicator is the backbone of the way that he finds his turbo trades. If you guys have ever seen charts that we've shown here that have those yellow, red, green lines on the bottom, that's the market temperature indicator. What we're building there is the ability to scan forward and see, okay, hey, market, show me the 10 top stocks right now that are switching from a yellow to a green on the MTI. So we're about to get a big upside rush. Or, hey, market, show me the 10 stocks that have just switched from a green to a red, which means that I should probably short them. That's what we're building inside of that MTI scanner. If you love Hans and Turbo Income, this is going to be like shooting fish in a barrel. Instead of having to check your own stocks and see what the MTI looks like, it will just serve up to you the best long opportunities, the best short opportunities. I'm really excited about that development.
I am too. I think it's going to help a lot of people stay in stocks that are winning and kind of know when it's time to cut the cord and call it a day on a stock, which I know is one of the bigger problems traders have in this market.
Ted says, Hans, OP's starting power forward. You guys may not know this, but several of the traders here at OptionPit are actually very tall and ex-basketball players. So if we ever had to field our own team against another financial publisher, look out. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. I can tell you, I would be the water boy on that team. I would be the water boy. Maybe the assistant, the intern, the data analytics
team morale.
intern.
Team morale. It's an important role. It's an important role. Wiretap, we're building a scanner that's going to be actually pretty similar to the Delta Strike scanner because it's looking at big money flow, but what by one particular institution. We're also working on Voz's for a scanner. We've been having some meetings the last couple of weeks with the company that builds our scanners, and we actually have a couple in the queue for her. So I'm not going to share a bunch on that, but very excited. Who here knows and trades with Tim Colby? He is on the State of the Market very often. He is our resident macro trader. And what that basically means is he has the ability to recognize and forecast macroeconomic trends to get ahead of those large shifts. A lot of people roll their eyes at macro, and I think that's a mistake. Being able to recognize big shifts that happen and be ahead of the shift are the people that make some of the most money there is to be made in the market. So Tim has a great extensive history recognizing these trends, communicating them, anticipating them. He's currently in the phase of his process where he's building all of his tools. So if you guys follow him, he writes a newsletter every week called Reboot. And it's basically a pro trader's journey from I just stayed at home for 10 years raising my kids back into trading. And he is chronicling his journey of how he's building his trader tech stack. So, okay, every day I want to come in and be able to see these things. Okay, let me build the ability to see those. Okay, I want to come in and be able to see this. Once I know this, he's building that. So if you're not signed up for Reboot, you should sign up for Reboot. If we have a link, let's post in the chat for everyone. His product, we've started to actually test some ideas for him. That's going to be coming in the next few months. So if you want the inside scoop there, you definitely want to make sure you're signed up for Reboot. Ted just dropped it in the chat, so I would definitely take a click on that.
And, Tim is going to, just looking at some of his ideas, I think they're going to be really interesting, really fun and effective. And, Tim has been when I was on the floor, he was kind of my trading partner. When he had a position that he was kind of wanted me to look at, he would have a position that was maybe giving him, he had questions about it. He's trying to figure out exactly what to do. He would show it to me. I would do the same. He and I were in the same training class under Andrew's program together, competing against each other.
Small world.
So he is, you are going to love learning from him and working with him. And I'm very excited for what he is going to bring you. And so get excited about that. It's going to be fun.
For those of you that like nerdy trader tools, Tim's your man. Tim is your man. Last but not least, we are very likely, this is a super early preview. Everything on this list, and then there's should be 10 lines of indentation and then MNS 0 DTE. Mark and I have been talking the last couple of weeks. This is a super early preview release. There's going to be extensive opportunity to trade 0 DTE on all of the equities that are going to greenlight 0 DTE options. It's going to be massive. And we've started to test not just some overnight trades, so buying the night before going into the 0 DTE expiration day, but also just trading same day options on Tesla, Microsoft, Meta, you name it. So that's really early, but if you guys are looking for what's going to be next, and for the 200 of you that are here, first of all, thanks for coming. We love having you at these events. But number two, yes, if you are looking to get ahead, this is what you should be paying attention to. And I know so many people out there that hear that and say, well, Hannah, I don't know how to trade 0 DTE options, or I'm not a day trader, or that's too fast for me. Well, what I have to say to that is I have watched thousands of people over the last year trade 0 DTE, SPY with Voz and Game Plan.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a way to do that, and there's a way to do it in a smart, controlled way. And that's what we're interested in building, because if you're able to hit high double-digit or quadruple-digit winners on a daily basis, you want to talk about growing your account. That's exactly
it's a really quick and easy way to do so.
It's a really quick and easy way to do so. And it's not as hard as you think, especially when we build subscriptions that are very controlled, very disciplined, very deliberate, which those are three words that mean the same thing, but I am very excited about building this. So more to come on that soon.
Yeah, I mean, just if you look at April in 0 DTE here at Option Pit, where we're already doing that in the S&P, we had 11 trades in April and we won on 10 of them. So we can produce really consistent results that I believe will absolutely match where within 0 DTE in Project MNS. And I'm very excited for that.
Has anyone here been trading with Gabe or Apollo? Do you guys know who Gabe is? Have you attended a live session with him? He's in the chat right now. He just said, I know him. If you have not met Gabe, you are going to very soon. We asked Gabe to come on at Option Pit to work with us a couple of months ago. He has decades of experience in this industry working with customers. He's talked to, tens of thousands of customers on the phone. He's heard every problem there is. He's heard every obstacle a trader ever has. And in the last couple of months, he's started to take some of Option Pit's trading strategies and make them his own. And the reason why we invited Gabe to start being a part of Option Pit and why very soon he's going to become even a bigger part is because of this problem solution. Most everyone who starts to trade says, well, I'm not a pro trader, so how do I do this? And what we wanted to show you is a very real demonstration of someone who is also not a pro trader using the strategies and making them their own, setting his own goals, executing on those goals, taking the strategies that we have and actually learning, making his own trades, making them his own. So he works a 9 to 5. He is basically exactly like you. He just has some more direct access to the traders, meaning if he's trading, the 4 top strategies he's trading right now are Game Plan, Project M&S. He trades Series Club with Andrew and also Alpha AI with Mark. And what he has started to do, which is what we want to be able to teach our audience to do, is recognize opportunity inside of some of the tools we built. So take Alpha AI, for example. That's Mark's strategy that detects short squeezes ahead of time. There's a tool that everyone who owns Alpha AI has access to, and it is showing these short squeezes developing in real time, okay? Now, Mark does alert trades off of that tool, but what Gabe has started to do is actually find those opportunities and trade them on his own with a lot of success. In the last 2 weeks, I forgot to put this screenshot in here, but in the last 2 weeks, just trading those 4 strategies with a $10,000 account, Gabe has made $1,500.
Oh, nice work, Gabe.
Yeah. We are going to develop very, very soon a way for you guys to have some more direct access to him and to each other as resources for how to best maximize our strategies. So we're developing something. It's going to be called The Pit. And what it will be is a live room that anyone who is a paid subscriber at Option Pit. So even if you've only spent $1 here, you will get access to this. And every paid customer will have this. Gabe is going to always be talking about the strategies he's using, how he's using them. If you are someone that has Project M&S, Series Club, Game Plan, you're going to get a way to maximize your membership and see how someone just like you is doing it. And if you don't have access to those strategies, you're going to see how someone just like you is using them. This is going to be a really exciting place for you guys to go and use as a resource. So more to come on this very soon, but I just wanted to preview this. We could probably charge for this as a paid product. We're just going to give this to everyone who has a paid product here at Option Pit. I think it's going to be an amazing community place for you guys to get some exposure to our other strategies and how we're using them. So I would get excited for this. It's going to be really cool.
I love this idea, Hannah. It's just another example, I think, of what we're constantly trying to do better by you and improve your experience here at Option Pit. And this is a prime example. And Hannah is the general of that charge.
Well, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but for you guys, like, would that be helpful to you to see how someone is using these? A lot of times we talk in these events about, oh, this Alpha AI technology is amazing. And we show you guys a lot of proof and we show you how we're using it. But I'm not going to lie, handing that tool to Mark is very different than handing that tool to me or handing that tool to one of you guys. No offense. We're just not pro traders. My brain doesn't think that way. Your brain doesn't think that way. It's why we're here in the first place. So it's important to us that we give you guys the tools to actually use these things and maximize them. Because the way that Mark, love you, Mark, but the way that Mark approaches using the tool is just not going to be the same as me. It's not going to be the same as you. So we wanted to bring someone in that approaches things differently. That's who Gabe is. That's what we're going to do in this room, The Pit. So more info coming on that really soon. Now, I've gotten some flack for this name, Mark, but I still think it's really good.
I couldn't agree more.
If you guys joined us in December for our Christmas time event, we introduced a new event that we're going to host actually next month. It's going to be in June, and we're calling them the Option Pit Pity Awards, not P-I-T-Y, P-I-T-T-I-E. It's a funny little play on the word. But what this is going to be is our first annual award show for Option Pit's members. This is not about us. Mark is not going to win an award. I'm not going to win anything. This is all about you guys. We're probably going to award around 10 official pity awards. They're going to be for a bunch of different things. I want to give you guys some info on how you could actually win these or how you could nominate other people to win them. So let's spend a few minutes now talking about that.
Yes.
In June, when we host this event, I don't know exactly when it's going to be yet. We'll let you guys know. There's going to be a bunch of prizes. We're likely going to do a raffle. More information to come on that soon. We're also going to give away some signed copies of Mark's book, and we're going to hide some cash in those books, and we're going to send them out to you guys. It's going to be awesome. You guys can send us some videos of yourselves opening them. It's going to be great. The big awards that we will give away, we're probably going to do around 10 of them. We're actually going to do trophies. So you're going to get a trophy that says Option Pit Pity and your name on it. We're putting that together. And we're going to give away either some cash prizes or some Visa gift cards, or you can redeem it as a credit to an Option Pit service if you would like. If you want to put $1,000 towards a service, you can actually do that. So we will definitely do more awards than this, but this is our rough lineup. I want to tell you what you could win. And now I'm going to tell you how you could win. There are a couple ways we're going to do this. So we want to hear from you guys. 2 awards that I know we're going to give. Number 1 is going to be the best trade of the year. So like the biggest return is going to be 1 award. The second one I know we're going to do is going to be the biggest account growth in a year. So if you think that is you, I want you to write this down or just remember, it's not that hard. wins@optionpit.com. If you have a banging trade that you made in the last year, so I mean, we'll even go all the way back to Jan 1, 2025, the last year and a half, 18 months. If you have an amazing trade, send it to us. Send us proof. What we want to see is it like a screenshot. I entered at this, I exited at this. wins@optionpit.com, send it to us. We will, if you want to, when you send it to us, if you want to include your username or something, we'll want to make sure we can contact you. Okay. So send that in. If you have grown your account a lot, we want you to send it to us. Here was my account at the beginning of that year. Here's my account now. We will not be turning over these responses to the IRS. So don't worry about that. This is just for us here at Option Pit, but this is what we're looking for. So nominate yourself. Be proud of what you've accomplished. Please send it to us. What does proof actually look like? So we need to see like an entry price, an exit price, your strike expiration ticker, if it's your best trade. And then if it's a total account growth, show us the starting size and the ending size and the trades you made. When you send these to us,
this is important. This is important.
Your account numbers, okay? Make sure that you black that stuff out, or I'm going to go shopping. Okay. So black that stuff out, but send us your wins. I definitely know these are 2 of the pity awards that we're going to give away. So please make a submission. You could win cash and an amazing trophy. So do it. wins@optionpit.com. Here it is really big. If you need to write it down, do it. We are also going to do some, if you're out there and you're like, man, I'm always in the game plan room and I love this other person who is here every day. I think they are helpful. I think they're hilarious. I think they're whatever. You can also nominate a friend. So if there is someone, I've seen some of you putting stuff in the chat about who you think should win stuff. If you think that there is someone who should win something, send them in. Just give me their username. Let me know why you think they should win a pity. Tell me what pity you think that they deserve. A little brief explanation. Send it to wins@optionpit.com. We'll be doing these a bunch over the next couple of months, asking you guys to send in the names, but send them in. Send them in. We'll be collecting these. Most of the folks in chat are majorly helpful. Tons of them are super helpful. I totally agree. We might have multiple pity awards for super helpful because there's a lot of you. If you are a big loser, do you get the I Pity the Fool award? Mark in Romeoville won. You are
Ah,
after Mark Sebastian's heart.
yes, that's funny.
Mark is
Uh,
gonna go tell someone else that joke tonight. I guarantee it.
Absolutely. And I can tell you Mark in Romeoville is not a loser because losers wouldn't make that joke.
Mark in Romeoville, you may have just bought yourself a pity, to be honest, with that comment. You might be moving to the front of the line, my friend. All right. Wins at optionpit.com. Write that down. We'll send it out to you guys, but be proud of what you've accomplished.
Yes.
We'd like to reward you guys for being here, being a part of this amazing community, and give you some big perks. So nominate yourself. Either send us a trade, send us your account growth, or nominate someone else. Wins at optionpit.com. Let's spend a couple minutes talking about Alpha AI, and then we have a surprise for you guys that we're going to give away right after that. Mark, before I get into this, do you want to, maybe for people who didn't join us early, just tell the quick story of where your love of short squeezes came from? Like why you want to trade these?
Well, my single best trade was a short squeeze. It was in Novastar Financial. It just happened to be trading in my pit. And that was kind of when you're on the floor, the luck of the draw. If you got a stock that got really hot, you could make a lot of money in a short period of time. This one was different. This wasn't just hot. This was like, a bright blue star. It was so hot. It was running that hot. And we had a trader come in, put on a massive trade. I was positioned perfectly for that trade. Then the stock squeezed. It went up a lot, then went down a lot. I walked out with, that trade itself made about $1 million. My cut was nice. And if I had the ability to find these all over the floor at the time, we didn't. I would have left and done that full time if I could have. That just option was not available to us back in 2006 and 2007.
Did we lose him? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes when you stop talking, I can't tell if it went out or if you're still there.
I do like doing that to Vaz, where like I'll be like looking at something really intensely and trying to think about something, and I'll just do this. I'll be like,
it really trips me out when you do that. I always think that you're not there anymore when you. Yes. Yeah, exactly. So with such an exciting market and so many things out there to trade, I think a lot of people ask themselves, why should I pay attention to this? Like, why does this deserve my attention? And the best answer I know for that when it comes to short squeezes is if you want to find opportunities in the market that really have very quick, significant upside, that's what you want to be using, is trying to find a short squeeze. Now, the biggest reason why most people don't trade short squeezes is they can't get ahead of it. So a lot of people pile into a short squeeze while it's already happening. If you guys think back a couple years ago around COVID, when there were all the fads around GameStop and AMC, most of the people that traded that actually lost a lot of money. They didn't make a lot of money. And unfortunately, for people who don't have this tool, Alpha AI, that can be common because you're just late to the party for a short squeeze. So what we want to show you guys and talk about a little bit is actually an adjustment that we've made to this strategy. So back in August of last year, we launched Alpha AI 1.0, which is the technology that anticipates short squeezes. Now, over the 32 weeks that this was around 1.0, there were 101 trades. That's about 3 trades per week on average. And there was a 44% win rate. Now, you might think that win rate's low. Yes, it's a little lower, but these are also targeting higher upside trades. So I wouldn't say that we were unhappy with this tool, but one thing that was difficult about what was happening with this tool at this time was that it was alerting a lot of trades in very quick succession. We would have days where there might be 7 or 8 alerts from this tech. And that's just overwhelming. That was not how we wanted the tool to function. A lot of you who have been with OptionPit for a while know that before we launch a strategy, we put it through a process called CRT. You might roll your eyes at that, but it's something real. We want to make sure that every strategy we launch is consistently profitable, repeatable, and teachable. Alpha AI went through that process. We really liked the output. But as you guys know, a lot of times a strategy can walk one walk over here in the box, and then you put it out in the wild, and it can just operate a little bit differently. This was giving us almost too many opportunities. It wasn't something that someone could actually do with their account and also trade other strategies. So we spent some real time looking at this and making some adjustments. Now, if you guys, who is here that's an Alpha AI member? Put a 1 in the chat if you're an Alpha AI member, because I want to talk to you guys for a second. You have probably experienced what I'm talking about as an Alpha AI member, okay? You know that right when we launched this, it was a little rough. It was just like an inundation of things.
Mm-hmm.
We have spent the last couple of months making some really significant adjustments to the way that this tech works, okay? And here's what the last 2 months have looked like from March through today. 5 weeks, 13 trades. It's about 2.6 trades per week on average. Obviously, we're not making a 0.6 trade for those of you that like to check me. But our win rate has gone from 44% to 85%. So it's not necessarily less opportunities, but they're more refined opportunities. And the win rate has really seen a significant pop. Let me just show you some evidence here. So this is the track record since the 12th. This does include some bonus trades that we've made. So I'm going to just cover those up for a second. If I cover up the bonus trades, 7 trades, 6 of them are wins. This is where I'm getting my 85% win rate number. It's a 24% average profit per trade. And if you add in some of the bonus trades that Mark has already been making, which you guys know Mark, he loves to give you bonus opportunities. Everyone who has Alpha AI, it's been 41% average per trade. Now,
and some of the bonus trades I actually do pull from Alpha AI. They'll pop up on Alpha AI, maybe not hit the our threshold to launch an official trade that would be a quote unquote scanner trade. But I go, okay, this is where, looking at this stuff for years, I go, okay, that's one that this thing is going to see coming to is going to pop on tomorrow, and we should go into it. So like Nokia is a perfect example. Yeah.
Right.
I like when I jump the gun, if you will.
which we don't mind. We talked about this a little bit earlier, you guys, but when I'm using a tool, it's going to look different than when Mark's using a tool. And a lot of times he's going to look at that tool and say, actually, I think this stock is going to move. Sometimes it's his spidey senses. Sometimes it's another reason. And he's going to bring that up to us and move that trade to the front of the line. Here's the reason why we're talking about this. One of the things that I love about working here is being able to make good on our promises, what we're going to deliver. And we're going to do 2 really cool things for you guys tonight. If you are an Alpha AI member, so if you took a step forward and joined this when we launched it around a year ago, we're going to actually gift you 6 months of a membership to Alpha AI 2.0 free of cost. We're just going to give that to you. You guys have been amazing members. You joined us from the start. We really appreciate it. We know that there have been some adjustments, and we feel very confident in the 2.0 version. We're really excited about it. You guys just saw the win rate. It's gone up from 44 to 85%. So for all of you Alpha AIs that are here, starting this Thursday, we're just going to apply a 6-month extension to your membership free of cost. You're just going to get that. Now, for those of you who are here who don't have this, we have an exciting opportunity for you too. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to post a link in the chat for you guys. We host these free events all the time. We actually get a pretty good turnout, but sometimes when you host free events like this, people are like, oh, I don't need to be there. For those of you that are here, we want to give you something amazing for coming because we really
Yes.
appreciate it. And we're really excited about what we're developing here. And we want you guys to be a part of it. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to post a link in the chat. Nicole just posted it. It's going to take you to a type form. Okay. When you click on that, it's going to ask you for a passcode. I am not going to say this passcode out loud because we're going to send this replay and I don't want anyone else to know this passcode, just you. I just posted it in the chat right now, okay? You're going to type that passcode in. It's all caps, one word. Let me say this again. We're going to do this really slowly together. You're going to click this link. I just posted it again. And when you get there, you're going to type in this passcode. I just put in the chat. And type that in. For those of you that do that and put your information on the next page you're going to see, you are going to get a 30-day free, 100% free trial of this tool, Alpha AI 2.0. We're not going to charge you a dime. And by the way, we have to pay for you to have access.
Yes.
But we are not going to charge you a dime. We want you to experience what this tool can do for you. So this is a month free, 0 strings attached.
Even if you've been a member in the past, you are eligible for this free 30 days. 100%. This is for everybody here that is not currently an Alpha AI member. So 100%. This is our gift to you.
There's no exceptions.
No exceptions.
No exceptions. Click that link. Use that passcode. It'll get you to the second page. Put your information in. Your information you put in there makes it so we can actually give you the subscription. And you will get access starting this Thursday, okay? So everyone's going to go in, put your information in. We'll get you organized on Thursday. You'll receive an email. It'll say from Alpha AI, and it'll give you your login info, how to actually get into the AI tool. And Mark has a live session on Thursday where he's going to walk you guys through what this is, how to use it. He'll give you everything you need to know. Okay?
Absolutely. Hannah, there is one exception. If you and I just gave our Alpha AI members 6 extra months, you don't get a 7th by filling this thing in. There's one exception that I have to add here because I know some of you out there are thinking of it. That's what I love about you guys. I love our guys that would try and arbitrage that out. I love you for it, but the answer is no.
He anticipated your trickery. How many of you just signed up for that? Let me know. I think this is going to be really fun because I think a lot of people get nervous about taking a step forward with some of this technology. They're not sure that it's for them. It seems maybe unnecessary to some people. And we just wanted to take the next 30 days and freaking prove to you guys what this can do. We also wanted to give you some exposure, like we've been doing for people who have Project M&S, inside our process. We build something, we test it, we try it, we execute it, we review it, make adjustments, improve it, reveal it again. That's what we're doing here. If anyone out there is going to tell you that they built the perfect strategy on the first freaking try, take a walk around the block because you didn't. We don't care about that stuff. We don't need to be right, perfect every time. We just want to get better, make money, make you guys money. That's what we're here for. So sign up for this. I'll post it. I'll post it again. I'll post the link and I'll post the passcode. By the way, after we're done with this, we're going to delete the passcode everywhere out of the chat. Nobody else is going to know how to do this. This is what you guys get for showing up. So cheers. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. And use that passcode, join Alpha AI, get the 30 free days. And folks, just real reminder, if you check your emails, there's still one more free day of free access to Delta Strike if you join my VIP list.
Yes.
We're going to be sending you fun stuff through there anyway. So if you haven't joined my VIP list, we got one more fun day of trading tomorrow. So make sure you
Let me post that.
join.
Let me post that really quick. So this is for if you guys sign up for Mark's VIP list, which is an SMS list. It's going to text you. I'm posting it in the chat. You'll get free access for 1 day to Delta Strike. So I'm posting this right now. Delta Strike free access tomorrow. If you sign up for this SMS list, you'll get free access to Delta Strikes tomorrow. So I'd click on that.
Absolutely. Do you have to cancel at 30 days?
No.
Does it automatically sign up?
No, we are not going to automatically sign you up. That's a great question. I'm not going to hoodwink you guys into a membership. It is 30 days for free, and then it's over. At the end of that 30 days, you'll have two options. You can either join a membership and decide you want to continue, and we'll talk about what that looks like. We'll let you guys know if there's a deal or something we can get you signed up for, or you just won't have access anymore. That's how it works. But you won't be auto-renewed into anything. We're not doing anything shady.
All right. Blue, I'm glad you're open to giving it another shot. I think you're going to be happy. That makes me very happy. So folks, Hannah, this was great. Again, use that passcode, get your 30 free days, use the join my VIP list, join me tomorrow in Delta Strike. We're just arms open. We're like a cornucopia of gifts for you guys.
It's how I've always wanted it to be, Mark. It's how it should be, you know? When you have a strategy who can back it up, it's great to be able to show you guys what's possible. And at the end of the day, we're here to have some fun and make some money, and hopefully you are too. And I think you're going to have some great time, a great time with these strategies. So any questions before we go? We will hop off in just a minute. Any questions before we go? Vicky, we're starting the 30 days on Thursday because we just decided to do this today. So we got to get a little organized to get the list imported. That's the most honest answer I can give you. Thanks for playing Oprah tonight. It really was Oprah's favorite things, Hannah's favorite things. We gave away a bunch of amazing stuff. This be true. I signed up but never got texts. Okay, Trader Joe's. I'm sorry about that. Maybe try to sign up again. Rodney, let's all have a beer. Cheers, Rodney. Agree.
I'm all for that, Rodney.
Money good, fun good, you guys good. I agree, Debs. All right. That puts a wrap on it. You guys saw a little preview of what's to come. We gave you some goodies. Make sure last time I'll post it. Last time I'll post it and say it again. Use this link. 30 free days access to Alpha AI 2.0, our short squeeze. I'm going to post the passcode one final time. I'm not going to say it. I'm never going to say it. So it's not in the replay. Use that. Sign up. Mark, thanks for spending some time with us tonight. If you guys don't have plans after this, there's something very exciting happening on television. The Avalanche are playing in game 2 of round 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. So
I know what you're going to be doing.
Stanley Cup. So I have my jersey laying out over there, and I'm going to go put that on and be watching it. So
you have yourself some fun, Hannah, and hopefully I'll see a bunch of you on State of the Market tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Yes. So, definitely come back and join us. I like the Go Avs in the chat. I love it. Hot to Trot, who just asked if you can send this to a friend. Actually, Hot to Trot, I'm okay with that. Don't go post it on Facebook, but if you want to go send it to one person, I'm kind of okay.
You may, yes.
I'm kind of okay with that. Carrie, I'm just going to answer this really quick. If you're a current Alpha AI member, you don't need to do anything. I know you joined a little late. We're going to be gifting a 6-month extension to all Alpha AI members. So you don't have to actually do anything. We'll just apply that to your account if you're an existing member. So don't worry about it. Ken thinks he's hilarious. I thought the Wild were playing very fun. Ken, those be fighting words. Those be fighting words. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. I hope you had some fun. Let's get things cooking over the next 30 days. I'm really excited. Thanks, Mark.
Yes. Thanks, everybody. I'm Mark Sebastian, your only option. This is Hannah Selner, the best option. I hope everybody has a good one. See you later.
Thanks, guys.